Hi, everybody. So, I want to take a moment to give my official statement and expectations for at least the next couple days, along with starting to lead us into what we're going to be doing for Try 2. As I told you guys in class, the majority, or not the majority, if you are currently in general chemistry, you are going to be having me for Chemistry B. So I want to get you guys in the mindset of what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing it, and at least what the next few days are going to look like. So I want to start with my expectations for being online. First is what I'm going to term our in-class expectations. In class, I had said we would be using Zoom, but it was brought to my attention that there's actually an extension for Schoology that does pretty much the same thing. It's called Conferences. This is what we're going to be using. This way, you guys don't have to download any extra programs if you don't already have Zoom downloaded. And it gives me some additional functions that Zoom doesn't have. Just like as if you were in class, I am expecting you to be present during the scheduled class time. We will be doing stuff. This is when we'd be doing our discussions or any sort of practice or asking questions, things like that. I am expecting you to come in prepared to be a part of the discussions and to be participating in the discussions and activities. And this actually leads me into how I'll be keeping track of you. One of the things that we've been talking about quite a bit is, well, how do we go about taking attendance? And I mentioned in class that I want you guys to have your video on. Well, I know that's not going to be an option for everybody. Not everybody has a working camera or a camera that works well. But I also don't want you guys to just turn on Zoom or turn on conferences and then get up and walk away. So I'm going to be taking attendance 3 ways at 3 different times per class. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. And I'll be able to tell if you're taking part or not. I expect you to, when you log on, you'll be able to either have your video on, wave hi, and let me see you. I would prefer it if you guys all had your video on the entire time. And if this starts to become a problem, then I think I'm going to mandate it. Because, as I said, it's hard enough trying to teach to a room full of masks that don't say anything. It's even harder to teach just to a black void. So I want to be able to see your faces when possible. Or if I can't see your faces, I want to be able to hear you, for you to respond or to say something. At the very least, say hi. Second is there's going to be various in-class activity checks. So whether this is we're doing something together through Schoology that I can keep track of, or I have you answering questions or making notes or participating in discussion, whatever it is, it's essentially I'm checking to see if you are participating at some point during the class. Lastly is the dismissal time. I'm able to tell if people are there because I'm not always going to use the entire hour that I'm given. Will there be times where I use the full hour or close to the full hour? Yeah, there will be. But there will also be times where I only need you for 10 or 15 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes. And I'll be able to tell, like, oh, okay, this number of people are still here 5 minutes after I've dismissed them, and they're not asking questions of me. They're just sitting there with black screens. That tells me that you're not present. Okay? So that's kind of my plan and my general expectations for being online during conferences. So, and I'll go into what we're going to be doing this week here in a bit. Okay? Next. This more applies to Try 2 than it does for now, but the times are still the same. So your day is going to be split into 2. The first half of the day, preferably starting at 7:35, is going to be what would be in class. So 7:35 to about 8:55 will be independent time for you guys. If you need to re-familiarize yourself with any of the work that you're going to be doing or talking about, that would be the time to do it. Starting at 9 o'clock is when we are expecting you guys to be live with your teachers. On Monday and Thursday, first, second, and third hours. Monday and Thursday is first, second, and third hour. First hour is 9 to 5 or 9 to 10. Second hour is 10 to 11. Third hour is 11 to 12. So that's the first half of your day. Second half of your day is lunch from noon to 1. After lunch is when you will have time to do some more individual work, and teachers will hold office hours. So if you guys need to come on to ask individualized questions or get extra help, that would be the time to do it. For 4th, 5th, and 6th hours, it's all the same schedule. It's all the same time. It's just Tuesday, Friday. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is Monday, Tuesday. 4th, 5th, and 6th are Tuesday, Friday. Lastly is Wednesday. And this is going to be more important for Try 2, obviously, because we're not going to have a Wednesday for the remainder of Try 1. These are going to be flex days, which is I can take half an hour for your class and take some time, re-go over something, or I can use it for extra work time or individualized stuff. Okay? Now onto your remote responsibilities. As I've stated before, you guys need to check Schoology and the calendar every day. I will be posting up a weekly plan as I am now. It's going to be a little bit of a different format. Some of the teachers kind of gave me a format that I like better. There will be a weekly format along with accurate and up-to-date due dates for all your assignments. So anything that I assign, I will have a cutoff date and I will have the due date. So the date that I expect you to have it done by, and then the date where I will stop taking it. So moving forward, that's going to be kind of my go-to for this. And I guess I'll talk more about it when we get to the actual schedule for this week. But that's kind of where I'm going. All your assignments need to be submitted electronically. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to take anything physically anymore. Directions on what you need to do will be posted with every single assignment, and I will make sure that these are accurate. You will have the same work expectations as there are right now. That's not going to change. You have 2 days in class. You have 3 days remote. You need to be doing stuff every day. Make sure that your remote work is completed by the posted date. Like I said, I am going to be using this for the class discussion, so I expect you to be ready. And I will give you guys more defined expectations, not just of the remote work, but of everything else once we get into Try 2 and it's a little bit more fleshed out. Lastly is makeups and extra help. So for right now, number one, remember, we are all in the buildings. Staff and all the teachers are here. If you need to do a makeup, and I've already talked to a few of you guys about making up, in particular, a missing test, schedule a time with me. You need to schedule a time. I'm going to be putting out some forms that you fill out. You will give us a little bit of a health update. That way we know you can come in and you're good to go. If you need any extra help or any extra accommodations, kind of the same thing. We have all the parapros, all the special ed staff, everybody here to help you. Miss Shear, everybody is here. We just need you to sign up and we'll work something out. Lastly, we are doing a technology sign out. So if you need technology, we are doing the checkout on Friday. Make sure you keep an eye on Schoology for more information for that. And in a nutshell, that's the plan, at least for Try 1. As I said, I'll have more defined stuff for Try 2 coming a little bit later. So before I let you guys go, for chemistry, I want to give you guys, and I've already gone ahead and posted this, but I want to just give you guys an idea of what we're going to be doing. There's really only 2 things left on the agenda. Prepare for the test that is going to be next week, and to take the test. You guys have all the materials that you need, all the ed puzzles, all of everything you need, and we just got to make sure that it's all set. So, Both of my chemistry classes, you guys are. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to change the hour on that. Second and third hour, you guys are going to be here. Second hour is Thursday, 10 a.m. Third hour is Thursday, 11 a.m. I'm going to kind of go through a little bit more in-depth expectations. That way, anybody who doesn't see this video is aware of what I expect for the remainder of Try 1. And we will take time, go over the study guide, and I will answer any questions that you guys need on your own. So preferably today and Friday. Finish any of the remaining ed puzzles and any of your other missing work. And finish the study guide and quiz reflections. These are all due by Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'm not taking anything after Tuesday. On Monday, during your assigned class period, you will be taking the unit test. So the quantum model unit test. That is what your job will be, is to take that test. I will get grades in and done by then. If anybody needs a grade update, please let me know, and we can talk. The information in Schoology is all your raw grade data, which means that it's all uncurved. Your PowerSchool data will be a little bit differently because that's where I'm adjusting the tests from here. Okay? So if anybody needs to talk to me or get a hold of me, please let me know. Send me a message and I will respond. From here, I will see you guys tomorrow. Conferences, 10 a.m. for second hour, 11 a.m. for third hour. See you guys then, and stay safe.